What's up everybody, welcome back to another vlog. So yesterday I spent the entire day scrubbing data. I sent out some text messages, didn't really get anything good, but I did manage to get a bunch of people cursing at me. Text messaging Charlotte, man, you get some wild people. A lot of angry responses, I think it's just because everybody's been text messaging them. So on today's challenge, so far, what have we accomplished in these whole 30 days? So far, we have about 2 properties under contract with a possible third one. I'm gonna follow up with her today. I'm gonna call her probably later on in the day around 12 o'clock to try and pick it up under contract. I haven't spoken to her since last week. I forgot which challenge it was that I was able to talk to her. I'm pretty sure, I think it was like day 11 or 12 or something like that. So we have 1 property under contract, it's already assigned. The other property under contract, we're waiting on a couple other stipulations to come back on it, and we're gonna try to possibly close on that. Then I got another vacant lot that I totally forgot about that we got under contract as well. So that leaves us to 2 vacant lots, 1 single family home, and possibly a 3rd vacant lot. So maybe almost 4 properties under contract. That's not bad. Then as far as how many people we've contacted, I gotta look back at the numbers to see how many lists have I done so far. I think that we've been contacting about 2,000 people, give or take. It might be more than that, it might be less, but I think the last couple of properties, or the last couple of lists that I skip trace, let me pull it up right now. So I skip trace 3 lists so far this month, and I've also been contacting some old lists. So yeah, I think I'm actually over 2,000 people, maybe about almost close to 3,000, because I know 2 of these lists, there was about, I would say about 800 to 900 people, and then another one of these lists was also like about 800 or 900. Then some other stuff there. I think some driving for dollars list that I hadn't skip traced, and I just did it now. So total, we've been doing a lot. I mean, we're still close to we're still about, I think today's like day 16, day 17. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I've been vlogging every single day, and I've actually been vlogging more than I've been editing. So that's why you might have seen a pause sometime the week before, where, like, you know, one day I didn't upload anything, and then another day I didn't upload anything, and it's just because I had a hard time trying to edit these videos. It gets kind of rough, you know, between working and actually vlogging and then actually recording. But don't worry, I'm not stopping at all. I'm still going into this jumping head first. Gonna try to vlog everything that I can, and also gonna try to edit everything, even when I don't want to. Today I think I'm gonna edit 2 videos. I edited 1 this morning. I'm gonna edit another one this afternoon, so that way I can keep the ball rolling. Just have them scheduled out, man. It's tough, it's really tough. Maybe this weekend I might spend the whole weekend editing everything I had this week. That way I have it prepared for next week. It gives me a break sometimes, like days that I can't edit, you know, I have something available or something that's still gonna go out. You know, still working on it, It's trying to find my balance. And then last night I didn't sleep at all because a thunderstorm rolled through, and man, was it loud. It was really loud, made my whole apartment shake. My kids got scared, they jumped in bed with me. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, that's always fun, but nothing too crazy going on so far. No appointments, anything like that. We're mostly just following up, building out our follow-up schedule for this month, and pretty much everything that we're doing in this 30-day challenge is probably going to carry over for the next 2-3 months, because all these people that I'm targeting, these are people that I'm going to keep targeting them. Like, if they're not selling this month, they'll sell next month or the month after. I'm going to keep driving as well. Like next week, actually no, this week, today's Tuesday right now. So Thursday of this week, I'm gonna go driving again into another market that I've gone into before, and I'm gonna spend the whole day driving there, picking up as many properties as I can. I'm gonna try to do it every single week. Every Thursday, I'm gonna pick the whole day. The goal is to pick up 5 to, you know, 800 properties. Who knows? I've done it before in this market. I'm gonna be actually in Kannapolis, North Carolina. I've gone there before. I picked up 600 properties, but that was back before I did was working with Deal Machine, and I did it all by hand. Talk about a nightmare. We converted maybe 100 of those leads into like a spreadsheet, and then it just died off because I was like, man, this is taking too much time. It took me 3 weeks just to do the 100. So that's when I decided to take the plunge and use Deal Machine, and ever since then I haven't looked back whatsoever. Also give you guys an update on my course that I'm gonna be working on soon. I still haven't started even video 1. I'm hoping to try to start that today with the introduction videos and everything that's going on with that. Hopefully I can come out with it soon. Again, I'm not gonna charge an arm and a leg for it, but as time goes on, the price will increase. But because you guys have loved me so much and have enjoyed watching my journey here on YouTube and on Instagram, I'm definitely gonna hook you guys up with, you know, a low price to start out. That way, you know, all of you guys that have been watching for so long, you guys can get started or maybe even perfect what you've been doing. So that way you guys can, you know, keep the ball rolling. I want you guys to make deals happen for you. Of course, I can't put out my courses for free. Along with it, you know, you guys will be able to get some coaching calls in with me, be able to talk with me, interact with me. Even though I already do that with a lot of you guys. I mean, some of you have my personal number and talk to me sometimes on a regular basis. And I appreciate talking to you guys. I like helping you guys out because you guys might bring me deals, man. You guys will bring me deals, we'll make money together, you'll get the experience of wholesaling, and it's fun, man. I'm gonna give away a lot of my like deep dark tips to how I really market, exact stuff that I use, like everything down to the very T. This is gonna be a very thorough course. It's not gonna be something that's gonna leave you wanting more. You're gonna be like, dang, I got everything I need to get started. What's holding me back? So with that being said, guys, let's get on with the day, and I'm gonna go ahead and set up a text messaging campaign to go out, and let's see what the responses are. Hopefully maybe we can get something else rolling, maybe a follow-up, who knows. Let's just get it rolling, and then I still have more data to scrub. Nightmare come true. It's a nightmare scrubbing data, but the more time that you spend on the data and make sure that you have good quality data, the more likely you are to get deals. So that's what I'm working on. So let's get on with the day, and I'll come back to you guys a little later. Throughout the day, I didn't really get much done as far as, well, I can't say I didn't get much done, but I finished putting together the list that I was scrubbing. That took a while. Sent it out, got skip trace, just got it back now. Also, going over some of my finances, going over the finances for the business, going over everything, making sure that our marketing budget is all in play. Today, it's January the 26th, so we're a few days away from being at the end of the month. I say 30-day challenge because this is 30 consecutive days of wholesaling, not including the weekends. I don't market on the weekends. I mean, sometimes my cold caller does, but it's very rare, maybe one time a month. But as of right now, we're doing pretty good. His cold calling efforts, he finished up a little while ago. It's like 9:53 right now, and he wasn't able to pick up anything under contract. We got a couple follow-ups, say about 3-4 follow-ups, and then what my partner's gonna do is he's gonna come back, basically go over the follow-ups and see where they're gonna go, and then I'm gonna come back behind him and put those follow-ups into an automatic drip campaign. Again, I'll tell you guys that I'm using realskiptrace.com for all my skip tracing. They are awesome, get really good numbers, get really good results. Not the cheapest, but they do work pretty well. Now, as far as my text messaging campaign that I sent out earlier, it wasn't anything grand. I put in there 1,700 phone numbers and it only ended up sending 293 text messages with 33 replies. That is pretty garbage. A list like that though would do really good in voice broadcasts, which is basically it'll call them up, it'll ask them press 1 if you want a cash offer. Usually what I do sometimes though, I'll send out a blank one. That way it only leaves voicemails if it reaches an answering machine or something like that. A little different from ringless voicemail, but that's another secret weapon that I use. Because on this, my cold caller will call it. More than likely they'll just call it back versus them actually picking up the phone. And it works both ways. I mean, sometimes I get people calling back. As I usually do a lot of voice broadcasting. I do also do my ringless voicemails, but my voice broadcasting works great because it also works for landlines. And even if you don't leave a message, at least it shows a missed call there, where a ringless voicemail will only show that a number called and left a voicemail if it's a cell phone or an eligible landline, like through one of these VIOP providers like AT&T, Spectrum, or whoever else is a big name cable brand or telephone brand in the country. But yeah, so far we didn't get anything from ringless voicemail. We didn't get anything from any of the other efforts that we've been doing. Today was kind of like a slow day for me as far as marketing goes. I didn't really do much marketing. I was just mostly concentrating on my finances, because I'm also trying to get my finances in order and try to, put my finances in order, not only with the business but also my personal life. Sometimes you got to put aside everything that you're working on just to get some things done, because if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it later. Other than that though, I'm pretty enthusiastic about how everything is going. This 30-day challenge it was a learning experience even for me. Lately, we haven't really been doing a lot of marketing. December was a pretty slow month. I didn't really market that much just because I wanted to concentrate on what we were closing versus marketing more. And for January, the total was $107,000 in assignments. Now for February, we're gonna be probably a little higher than that. We have a deal that we're closing. It's like about $50,000. It's really $70,000 in assignment fees, $75,000. But we're paying another wholesaler that we're working with on this. He brought the buyer to it, so he's getting 25. We're getting 50. Then this other property that we picked up during the 30-day challenge, that's another 20, so we're at about 70. Then I have this commercial property that I'm not gonna hold my breath on it, but we sent it out to go IRS liens lifted, so we're hoping that'll come back, and that's another 30 to 40k. Then on top of that, we have a bunch of other little small closings, a couple lots that I'm sure that we'll be able to assign by then. Some of the stuff that we already just picked up on the contract, if we don't take it down, of course. So we're already close to being at or over 100. My goal for next month is to try and make 150. That way, if in March I only make 50, I'm trying to average about 100,000 to 200,000 a month. Closest I can get to 200, the better. It only takes us $88,000 a month to make $1 million. We just need to kind of compound that a little bit. Now, I don't remember if it's really 88, but I think that's around the number. You know, let me break it down, just so I'm not talking out of my butt. My bad. It's $83,333 a month equals $1 million in 12 months. So definitely not 88,000. I guess my dyslexia is seeing, 8 versus 8 or however many threes there are. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm very tired. It's been a long day. Just a lot going on. I can't complain. Things are working out pretty well. We're gonna keep boosting up our marketing. I'm also gonna scale up a little bit more. So what I looked at last year, what we spent from June all the way to December. We spent about $7,700 in marketing, and we were able to bring out over $100,000 in assignment fees. So it was probably about close to $200,000. So $200,000 in assignment fees. I'm counting what we closed in January because all those efforts in the marketing were up to December. So the fact that they closed, unfortunately, in January into a new year, now I saw where those efforts came from. So we were at about $200,000 in assignments, $7,700 in marketing. So that comes back to like maybe $1,000 a month, which is actually not bad. I want to try to double that or triple that. Try to see how many people we can hit and how many more people we can hit. And maybe sometime this year I might implement another cold caller or bring in another cold caller to try to keep up with the volume. More people you hit, the more likely you are going to get a deal. All of this marketing in this 30-day challenge is going to set the tone for the next 3 months, because I know that I'm going to be consistently hitting these lists, and there's a time where I'm not going to have to skip trace. I'm not going to have to scrub data. I'm going to keep rotating these lists around, because what might not work this month might work next month, and maybe whoever I hit 2 months ago might not be ready then, but they might be ready now. Like the lady we picked up under contract, I called her June of last year, September of last year, October of last year, November of last year, and December of last year, and she never picked up the phone. I think it was like 3 or 4 times that we hit her. Then finally I called her January 15th, and oh, you know what, my husband died a week ago or less, and I'm ready to sell. It just all comes down to timing. You're never really gonna know whether it's the right time or not. You're just gonna keep calling and keep going. Out of that list of like 700 people, I only pulled out 1 deal previously, because that list didn't really get hit that much. It got hit like maybe 3 times. Some people got hit 4 and 5, but consistently throughout the whole list, it was like maybe 2 to 3 times that it got hit. Versus now I have my cold caller, and also I'm figuring out new things in Mojo where I can have him call a list, and I know that he's going to call a list a certain amount of times before I turn it over. Now he's able to do a list of 600-700 people in a week, versus before it would take almost a month, like 2 to 3 weeks, because we were averaging about 200 phone calls a day, and now he's averaging about 500 to 600 phone calls a day. And from 2,000 phone calls a month to now we're at 9,500 ish a month. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna look at the stats right now and tell you how many phone calls we've made so far in the past 26 days. It's not really been 26 days, but from January 1st to January 26th. So as of right now, and this is of course not 26 days consecutively, I would say it's been what, 5, 10, maybe 15 days. Yeah, so it's been probably almost 15 days. 8,683 phone calls. Now this is with me and him calling. Him by himself, he's made 7,475 phone calls. That's with him taking a day off for Martin Luther King Day. I don't think he worked much, and I think another Friday he didn't work at all either. So not bad. We need to bump those numbers up though. He needs to hit another 1,000 by the end of the week, and I need to jump in there tomorrow and try to make some calls as well, because I want to bump up those numbers. I really want them to be up there in the 12 to 15,000. I know that this month is going to be hard because, you know, we're already at the end, but I'm going to keep vlogging after this 30-day challenge, and I'm actually going to probably call it the 30 days after the 30 days, you know, the results of a 30-day challenge. And I'm gonna call next month more than I have this month. I'm gonna try to record every session that I do, and it's gonna be pretty good because I'm gonna also beef up the marketing a little bit more. You know, I'm not gonna go out driving, I'm not gonna do any more scrubbing, I'm not gonna build any new lists. I'm just gonna concentrate on what I have right now and bring back some of my old stuff from last year and just cycle in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and bring out as many deals as we can, because I think I have enough in my database to complete what I want right now. Complete in the database. Now, of course, this is including the not interested. I have about 8,453 total leads in the system, and like the stuff that I'm texting right now, one has 173 leads, the other one has 99. My Charlotte list that we started off with, I don't even remember, I think it was like 650. We're down to 474 leads on that. I got another one that's a old vacant list, got 117 on that. The old distress list has 612, so that's a pretty big list. And then another Driving for Dollars in Charlotte got 305, and some of my old lists here, one has 284, 134, 46, 8, that's funny, 378, 294, and another big one of 586. So from the total amount that is actually in the database that we're contacting, it's probably going to be around the 3,000 to 4,000. Then I'm going to go drive in 2 more markets, and I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 markets total. Now, of course, somebody might say, oh, you know, you're not really in 6 different markets. I'm going to be in 6 different cities. They're completely different cities. They all have a booming real estate market right now. So it would just be like I'm in a completely different market, because each one has, literally the price points are completely different. One market, you could pick up houses for like $10,000, $15,000. The other market, you're gonna find mostly vacant land and older homes, $70,000, $80,000. Another one between $40,000 and $70,000. Charlotte, of course, is you're between 50 and 400,000. And another market that, you know, nobody's doing new builds in, but you could pick up a house for like 20 grand. So with such a diverse amount of properties available, it's going to be very different from what I usually do, and we're going to try to pick up as many properties as we can. Lately, we've been trying to do lock up stuff more under contract before we actually go out there. That way we're not wasting time, but we try to do as much as we can, possibly. That's why I like these land deals. Not really a lot of effort involved into it other than picking it up under contract and then assigning it to somebody who's going to build on it. But enough about my yapping. I'm going to go ahead and get to bed, and so far so good. We've been doing pretty well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these vlogs. Hope you guys had a great day as well. Hope you guys learned something out of this. And I'll catch you guys in the next vlog. I'll see you tomorrow.